As Izangoma, we heal with knowledge and medicine, not magic. Yes, not magic. We understand that a person can only be as healthy as their environment. Our medicine heals the whole person. Our knowledge brings clarity and dignity to people and their place in the world. To heal a person is to heal their world.
What medicine is there when it's the whole world and its people in crisis? I have no easy answers or quick fixes. What I do have is an insight rooted in ancestral wisdom. Every life and every action is connected. This principle of interconnectedness is what can guide our path to climate justice. Let's start with the basics, the ABCs.
In the late 90s, before climate change was a common term, Kokwani, my grandmother, sensed that something was off with the seasons, rainfall, and landscape. As someone in touch with the seeds and soil in her own hands, her intelligence comes from centuries and generations of our people living and learning in kinship with all living beings and the earth.
Scientists call this kin-centric ecology. The way I see it, kin-centric ecology is ancestral wisdom gained from tens of thousands of years of living cooperatively with nature. An example of kin-centric ecology in action is the indigenous farming practice iLima, something we still do in my family and community.
This is collective reciprocal farming, people caring for communities and crops across generations. I help you farm and share what I know. You help me and we share our seeds. Together, we farm and harvest as one.
With iLima, we sow seeds, labor, and resources. And we reap food, knowledge, and connection. But there are other benefits to it.
1, it's a living seed bank preserving biodiversity. 2, it's an intergenerational transfer of skills. 3, it promotes indigenous crops and farming methods, many now threatened by modernization and land inequality.
Industrial agriculture certainly has its place and purpose, but indigenous farming remains critical for its social and environmental benefits. Where capitalism sees commodity, indigenous systems see community, which brings us to bees, our other kinfolk.
We have the honor of living alongside bees in our homestead. I wouldn't say we own bees. We are just happy to be their neighbors and to share their honey, which tastes like sunshine. When I sit with them, I sit at the feet of elders to learn, to rest, or just be, because that is exactly who they are, our ecological and evolutionary elders.
300,000 years of human existence is nothing compared to the millions of years bees have been on Earth evolving alongside other plants and animals. They are so incredibly powerful that even elephants give them a wide berth because game recognize game.
I learnt about bees from my father's eldest brother, who was Isangoma too. It runs in the family, you know. I watched him harvest wild honey, never getting stung. He approached the beehives from the side and staying low, much like how one enters a Zulu homestead or rondavel. This body language conveys respect and courtesy, both of which are intrinsic to the social code of our culture. When I visit our hives, the bees come out to meet me. In isiZulu, we call this ukuhlangabeza. When I leave, they accompany me for a little while. This is ukuphelezela. This shows care between kin, to welcome each other when we meet and wish each other well when we part. Bees also give us a model of an advanced society. The hive is both equitable and efficient, purposeful and productive. Every single bee plays a critical role within the collective, caring for one another and future generations.
It takes a specific kind of intelligence to be able to learn from bees and recognize them as kin and not just honey-making, swarming insects. This is cultural intelligence. I fumbled through so much English looking for the perfect way to explain cultural intelligence, but we don't need a neat definition for the vibrance of our humanity.
To frame it loosely, cultural intelligence is exploring different forms of knowledge and ways of living with humility, curiosity, and respect. Cultural intelligence invites us to set aside cynicism and apathy. The Deadly Seas, colonization, and capitalism elevated one value system to extract and exploit for profit.
If shareholder value truly is the pinnacle of success on earth, then we should be able to throw money in the air and get rain. But if not for profit, then what is the incentive to be productive and innovative? Ask bees why they make honey. The science of today grew from indigenous knowledge systems, which evolved through a relationship with the earth. The ABCs remind us that life thrives through interconnectedness. Modern tools can be used with cultural intelligence. Indigenous knowledge can inform modern innovation.
The climate crisis is a terrifying reality check that profit-driven innovation is costing us our only home. We cannot continue to burn the world to fuel new inventions and technologies while seeking solutions to this crisis. Our progress must bring us closer to a dignified life with Earth.